A modern airplane cannot just disappear. It's nearly impossible. Yet in 2014, a Boeing 777 carrying 239 people vanished without a trace. No mayday call, no wreckage, no explanation. For 7 hours, the aircraft kept flying, completely alone, over the dark Indian Ocean, and to this day, no one knows exactly what happened on board. This is the mystery of Flight MH370.
Breaking news tonight, a Malaysia Airlines flight
MH370.
Flight MH370
Disappeared en route to Beijing.
MH370.
On March 8, 2014, Malaysia Airlines Flight MH370 took off from Kuala Lumpur International Airport, heading toward Beijing. It was supposed to be a routine overnight flight, one that thousands of planes complete safely every single day. But this flight never arrived. The Boeing 777 lifted smoothly into the dark sky at 12:41. Inside the aircraft, most passengers were settling in for the long journey. Some were watching movies, some were already asleep. Flight attendants moved quietly through the cabin. At the controls sat Captain Zahari Ahmed Shah, a highly experienced pilot with over 18,000 flight hours. Everything was normal, completely normal, until 38 minutes later, as the plane approached Vietnamese airspace, air traffic control instructed the pilots to make contact with the next control center.
Malaysian 370, contact Ho-Chi-Minh 120.9.
The co-pilot responded calmly.
Good night, Malaysia 370.
Those would be the final words ever heard from the aircraft. Moments later, the plane's transponder stopped transmitting. The aircraft disappeared from civilian radar. No warning, no emergency signal, nothing. At first, controllers assumed it was just a technical glitch, but minutes turned into hours, and MH370 never checked in. Military radar soon revealed something chilling. After going silent, the plane had turned around. Instead of continuing toward Beijing, it flew back across Malaysia, then out into the vast Indian Ocean. But what investigators discovered next shocked everyone. For nearly 7 hours after vanishing from radar, satellites detected faint electronic handshakes from the aircraft, meaning one terrifying thing: the plane was still flying, somewhere in total darkness, possibly on autopilot. Imagine a jet silently crossing the ocean with no communication, no tracking, and no one on Earth knowing where it was. It was like a ghost drifting through the night sky. Soon, the largest search operation in aviation history was underway. Dozens of countries joined the effort. Ships scanned the ocean. Aircraft searched from above. Satellites analyzed millions of square miles. At one point, the search area became so large, it was nearly the size of Europe. Yet day after day, nothing was found. No wreckage, no oil slick, no life rafts. It was as if the plane had been erased from existence, with no answers. Theories exploded across the globe. Some believed the aircraft was hijacked. Others suspected pilot involvement. Investigators discovered that the captain had a sophisticated flight simulator at home, raising even more questions. Could this have been deliberate? Another theory suggested a sudden loss of cabin pressure, leaving everyone unconscious while the plane flew on autopilot until fuel exhaustion, known as a ghost flight. But without the black box, no one could say for certain. Over a year later, a breakthrough. A piece of aircraft debris washed ashore on a remote island in the Indian Ocean. It was confirmed to be part of MH370. More fragments would later appear along African coastlines, proof that the aircraft had indeed crashed into the southern Indian Ocean, one of the most remote places on Earth. Yet even today, the main wreckage has never been found. Behind the headlines were 239 human stories, families who waited for phone calls that never came, parents who lost children, children who lost parents. For them, the mystery isn't just aviation history, it's personal. Many are still searching for closure, still hoping for answers. MH370 exposed a terrifying reality: a modern aircraft could still vanish. After the tragedy, global aviation introduced new tracking technologies designed to ensure that no plane would ever disappear like this again. Because the sky should never contain unanswered questions. More than a decade later, Malaysia Airlines Flight MH370 remains one of the greatest unsolved mysteries of our time. No final explanation, no complete wreckage, just silence. Somewhere deep beneath the ocean lies a story the world is still trying to understand. Because sometimes, even in an age of satellites and advanced technology, a plane can take off and simply vanish. The ocean keeps its secrets, but we bring them to the surface. Subscribe to Nexora for more real stories.